In this video, I'm going to revisit my previous tutorial on how to build a basic FAQ accordion. I had a lot of questions in this video of why it's not looking like the example. As you can see right now, if I hit play, it actually smooths opens. So for example, if I go to this website right here and I click onto this accordion, it smooth opens the content. Whereas what I actually explained in the tutorial was something like this, where if I click onto an FAQ item, it instant opens up the content. And this was because we went from the content from display none to display flex or display block in an instant. So I apologize for that. Again, my main goal for these tutorial isn't to tell you exactly what to do, because in web development, there's too many variables. It's really just for you to, hopefully, if you're a beginner at least, literally do everything I do step by step, but just understand what I'm doing, and perhaps even reverse engineering, and perhaps saying to yourself, oh, okay, why is this not acting like this? How can I fix it? Rather than me giving you the answers. That's the main point of these tutorials, and that's why I'm revisiting this once again. So again, just to recap, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing a smooth drop-down accordion as requested by you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into Webflow. I just have a section and a container, and we're gonna go ahead and just fly through everything. And I'm putting this layer panel on the left-hand side so you can see where I'm at, and you can also see where I'm at the very bottom as well. So hopefully there's no confusion. Let's go ahead and just start with a div block as we normally do. In this div, I'm gonna give it a class of FAQ wrapper, and then I'm gonna add another div block inside this called FAQ item. And then inside this FAQ item, I'm gonna add another div block called FAQ answer. And then inside this div block of FAQ item, I'm going to add another div block called FAQ question. And I'm going to go ahead and just rearrange this to the top. So let's go ahead and just recap what we have. We just have a FAQ wrapper, which holds everything. It's going to hold all our FAQ content. Then below that, we have FAQ item. That's going to hold our question and our answer. So hopefully you can see my screen. From here, I'm going to go ahead and add a text block inside FAQ question, give it a renaming of question 1. And in FAQ answer, I'll also give it a text block. And in FAQ question, I can go ahead and just give it some padding. Let's just say 1 RAM, and top 1 RAM, bottom 1 RAM. And I'm going to go ahead and change the sizing to maybe 1.6 RAMs. And I'll change the line height to 1 unitless height, and maybe I'll give it a bit more spacing. And just for convenience sake, I'm just going to go ahead and change the background color of this question to, let's say, a light red, so you know exactly what I'm doing. There should be no confusion. And again, I can't stress this enough. I know I'm rambling, but I'm just doing it one way. So just follow my tutorial, and then you can make it more efficient. You can make it better. I'm just showing you one way. Sorry, I'm a bit frustrated because I recorded this like 10 times. Cool, so now that's there. What I'm gonna do in FAQ question, I'm also gonna add an image. And in this image, I'm gonna replace it with a plus, like a plus icon that I got from Font Awesome or Icon Finder. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a class of plus icon. And I'll give it this a height of 2 RAMs. And right now you can see this FAQ question has this text block, which is question 1. And this text block is pulling in the style from the parent container, which is FAQ question, which is set at 1.6 RAMs. So that's what's happening here. And then we have this plus icon, and everything is stacked on top of each other because that's how web works. So I want this plus to be on the right-hand side. So in order to do this, I'll select the parent container or parent div, which is FAQ question. I'll hit flex, and I'll go ahead and change the X to space between. And I can go ahead and just hit this middle button to center everything in the middle. So that is done. And I'll go ahead and hit my FAQ answer. And I'll also give it a padding, let's just say 1.8 RAMs throughout. Maybe not throughout, just on the left and the right. So 1.8 RAMs, 1.8 RAMs. And with the top padding, I'll just leave it as 0. And the bottom, I'll also leave it as 0. So I'm just adding paddings on the side, but not on the top and the bottom. Instead, in this text block, I'm going to go ahead and give this a class of answer class. And I'm going to go ahead and just change this font, let's just say to 18 pixels. And I'll just change the font as well to Volcron. And I'll give it a padding here in this specific text. Let's just say 2 rams and 2 rams. And in the FAQ answer, I'll go ahead and change the background color to this nice green, or this ugly green. So I'm really just showing you what I've done. Again, recap, FAQ item with the question inside question 1 and plus icon set to flex, space between. Then we have FAQ answer that I've only applied a padding on the left and the right, not the top and bottom. And then in the answer, the text, I've given it a unique class of answer-class. And in this specific, I styled padding to the top and the bottom. And I've added a font size of 18. I even changed the font to something crazy. So you can see really what's going on. There's no confusion. The next thing we need to do is we need to just animate everything. So just like my previous tutorial, in FAQ answer, what I can do is I can go ahead and I'll just show you the premise. I'm gonna go ahead and set this height to 0 pixels, but you'll notice that the content inside this, which is FAQ, which is the answer, this text right here, is still showing. That's because we can also hit overflow none. And then from here, what we're really doing is we're clipping everything. So this is showing that nothing is going to be outside the box, which is at a height of 0 pixels, which is essentially nothing. So we're going to actually move this from a 0 pixel height to auto, and that's what's going to make that smooth opening. So again, we're setting this height to 0 pixels, but mainly just setting overflow to hidden, which is clipping everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and just move this back to auto, but I'm just letting you know that overflow is set to clip none in this specific case. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit FAQ item, hit interactions, hit plus, hit tap, hit first click, start animation, and I'm going to go ahead and just hit a new one by hitting this plus icon, and I'll call it FAQ open. What we want to do first is we want to go ahead and hit the FAQ answer, this one here, hit plus, hit size, and we'll hit set as initial state, and we'll go ahead and change the height to 0 pixels. So now it's not showing because we clipped everything. Then we want to hit an endpoint right here, and then go ahead and hit size again, and we're going to hit height to be auto. So now you'll notice the duration is 0.5 seconds. You can go ahead and change that. You can also change the easing right here. But if I hit the preview, you can see it has that smooth opening now. And again, we can change the duration, we can change the easing. So let's just go ahead and put an example of duration 0.3 seconds with an easing of out court. Now if I hit play, it's a bit more smoother or not smoother. So you can adjust that, but essentially the premise is in this FAQ answer, the height is set as an initial state of 0 pixels, and then when it's clicked, when the interaction is clicked, which is FAQ item, it then moves it from 0 pixel height to auto, which is accommodating everything inside that div block. And it's only doing this because we also set FAQ answer to clipping hidden. So that way the text isn't appearing outside. So the next thing we can also do is hit this plus icon, hit plus right here, hit rotation right here, and we can give it a rotate of 45 degrees. So we're just doing a cross to like that. It can also be a Lottie file like I did in the previous tutorial, whatever floats your boat. So once that's done, we can go ahead and hit a second click. We can go ahead and duplicate what we just created, and we can go ahead and rename this to FAQ close. And we can go ahead and delete the initial state and just reverse everything. So from here, height auto back to 0 pixels, and then rotation 45 degrees back to 0 degrees. Hit save, and we can also apply everything to a class. Hit play, and now hopefully everything should work. If I click this, smooth opening, click it again, smooth close. Smoother than a baby's bottom. So that is that. We can go ahead and again hit this to apply to a class, and we can go ahead and just duplicate this like so. And in the FAQ wrapper, we can hit flex, put it to the bottom, and we can give it a gap of 2 rems. Or this could be a grid as well, you know, like this. So whatever works. And now if I hit plus, you'll notice that all of this is working because it's applying to the specific class. So I'm just going to recap this one more time. I know this affects my YouTube watch time, but I'm just going to do it in case there's someone out there who actually wants to learn this. I'm just going to reiterate everything I've done. So we have an FAQ wrapper, which is holding all our questions, the FAQ items, which all have that interaction of that FAQ open and close that is affecting the class. And the FAQ wrapper is actually what's styling everything. So I put a gap of 2 rems That's why there's spacing. We can see that in the canvas, all these answers are open. So just in case you want to, change the answers, you can do that and you can see what's going on. But when we hit play, which this button right here, it runs the script which set that answer to a 0 pixel height, and it had a clipping of hidden. So that's why you can't see anything. And that's why when you click on it, it then makes this plus go into an X, and it opens this answer from 0 pixels to auto. And once you hit it again, it just reverses everything. So it just moves this X back to a plus, and the answer from auto back to 0 pixels. So that's what's going on here. Everything is done, and you can even make this into a CMS. I challenge you to do that. If you want a tutorial on that, let me know. But I hope you found this video helpful. Sorry for my rambling. I recorded this a lot of times, so I really hope you guys found this helpful. I try to pin everything on the left hand side so you can see what's going on, but I just really want you guys to just understand the premise of what I did. Again, there's no right or wrong. This is just one way of doing things. And if you found it helpful, please check out my website, dereksu.com.au/value, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace be with you. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, thanks. Bye.